world. It's a advantage system that allows you to create.
抱歉，带着浓浓的鼻音和大家在2025年见面，新年快乐呀，大家！过去的圣诞和跨年，你们都是怎么度过的呢？虽然在1月被病毒击中，但好在它没有在节假日打扰我，给了我充分的自由，可以好好生活。在圣诞前夕的朋友聚会中，我们有玩一个拐杖糖果的游戏。它比想象中有难度，也比想象中更有趣。不过，那晚的高潮应该属于特斯拉合唱团。忘了是谁提议把大家的电车聚在一起表演节目。看来在饭局上表演节目这件事，人类已经交给机器人来承接了。我在炖红酒炖牛肉，在准备圣诞节的菜。我打算拿烤箱低温来炖它。但是现在刚把这个 time 放上去以后，我觉得蛮漂亮的，所以来拍一下。不知道大家还记不记得这张桌子，我从东部搬来的，因为本来想把它卖掉，但是买家能取货的那天我已经离开东部了，所以就把它带来这里。虽然这个桌子我没有很喜欢，但是关键时刻还是蛮 handy 的。会变长。Pull this out. This long? 它被卡住了。Okay. You want to clean the middle? Oh, you're stuck. Now we have the lawn table. Ta-da! 瞬间就变长了。现在是2024年的12月24号，平安夜的晚上。然后我今天就是打算把一些大菜提前都准备出来，因为明天他家人会来，然后今年的圣诞节呢，他们就都是来温哥华跟我们一起过这样，所以明天就是圣诞晚餐，到时候再拍给大家看我都做了些什么菜。现在是凌晨2点，我们两个在这里包礼物。Why you look at me this way? This is weird.
I thought you said something.
Yeah, I did say something. I said 现在是凌晨2点。
Do you want them all to be bags?
Well, I only know how to make bags. It's not perfect, but
Or do you want them wrapped?
you
Either or.
just do whatever you want. But I'm gonna make a bag though. You got a pocket. It's too wide. My bag is kind of narrow.
I was about to congratulate you.
大家看，我正在发酵我的法棍。昨天晚上凌晨2点，我们决定就自己烤面包，然后就是赶紧和了一个面，但是它经过1个晚上，好像还没有特别的发起来，所以我赶紧把它放到烤箱里面，加了一点热水，然后用发酵模式，让酵母可以在里面好好的工作，希望能成功吧。感觉还不错，我的白盖烤好了，我这么看感觉还不错，晚上尝尝看怎么样吧，耶耶耶！还好那天法棍很给我面子，剩下的菜品卖相也不赖，就这样一大家子围一桌，热热闹闹一同度过了2024年的圣诞节。在接下来的许多个日子里，温哥华一直都是连绵的阴雨天。好在唯独天气晴的那一天，我们带着家人一同坐缆车去了 Sea to Sky。山顶虽然有很多雪，但是一点都不冷，我还穿挺多过来的。吊桥上面，脚底下还有点滑。我刚从那个桥从那里走过来。Stop blocking my camera. Where are we?
See the sky.
Correct answer.
Huh?
I don't know what to say to the camera.
Hello.
下山后，我们就近去了离这里不远的 Fergie's 吃早午餐。这次的座位被安排在了小木屋内，从内往外看，因为壁炉的加持，显得格外温馨。那天店员推荐我们尝一尝他们新酿的核桃酒。还建议，既然是 holiday season， 不妨也试试酒加咖啡这个选项。You already tried it? You tried first. It's good.
Oh, see, I didn't taste the coffee before. That's why. So I don't know.
It's very boozy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. To me, it's quite boozy.
Yeah, it's a holiday.
Holiday. Enjoy. 几天他姐姐回家之前送了我们一束花，我当时就是也没来得及收拾，直接就把它们放在那个花瓶里养起来了。然后今天换水的时候，有一些花已经枯枝了，我就收拾了一下，把它们分散到了几个不同的角落。这是他们过节的时候跟我们写的贺卡，然后这一束小雏菊也是从刚刚那一大束花里摘下来的。还有一株这个植物我不知道叫什么，我觉得这样单插在这个酒瓶里很好看。还有一株花，我觉得插在这个花瓶里。然后再往这里看，有几朵花，它的那个枝干已经有点枯了，但是它花还是很漂亮的，所以我就把它们都摘下来，放在一个，这其实是一个放菜的碗，因为我们家没有放花的那种平盘，底下我放一点点水，这里面就养了一点。这个花我也不知道叫什么名字，然后这个应该就是小雏菊。让我忽然想起了杭州的绿茶餐厅，好像是我在某一次进餐厅的时候看到他们拿那种平盘，然后里面放了几朵这样的花，很漂亮。This is gross, but my nose hurts.
My mom used to take a Q-tip with Vaseline and put it up my nose.
And then you just sneeze?
Huh?
You just sneeze?
No, just to like make it less hurting around here.
Yeah.
And then don't sneeze as much because it's all clogged. So you're like, as you're breathing through your mouth, you're like, it was so unpleasant. I don't know if it actually.
Did you? Was it like okay? Did you feel comfortable? No.
No, just imagine a Q-tip, Vaseline, and she's just. No kid is gonna enjoy that.
I actually recorded this
Oh,
by accident, but it's fabulous content.
and yeah.